About 50% of the security forces that we built over the past year stood tall and stood firm. About 40% of them walked off the job because they were intimidated, and about 10% actually worked against us. So I think what we have to go back and say is that we were infiltrated by about 10%. Another 40% were just flat intimidated. But in an understandable way. Now, when I say that, that's not by way of saying that we condone the fact that they didn't stand with us. But in fact, what they were looking for was some Iraqi hierarchy in which to place their trust and confidence, knowing that at some point in time, the coalition will no longer be in Iraq. So they were essentially looking for top cover. The issue of them believing that there are Iraqis involved in terrorism, it falls into a very similar pattern. And it's very difficult at times to convince them that Iraqis are killing fellow Iraqis and fellow Muslims, because it's something they choose not to accept. Over time, I think they will probably have to accept it, as the Saudis have recently. You know, at some point in time, you know, General Abinazade and I have had many conversations. He is as well a student of this part of the world. And he and I both agree that there is a point of descending consent, which we've defined as a point beyond which it doesn't matter how well we're doing. It won't be accepted that we have a large military presence here. I think we're all working very diligently to try to figure out where that point is, because we clearly do not want to become the organizing principle for these kind of events over here. We are not that at this point. I mean, I'll tell you that. This still very much remains an isolated militia event, punctuated, as it has been throughout the past year, by these sensational terrorist attacks. But popular support, which is our strategic objective, by the way, maintaining popular support, it remains fairly solid. But I'm not going to kid you. That's something we have to be very careful and very cognizant of.